Food is one of the basic necessities of life, alongside oxygen and water. And while you constantly find yourself looking for something to eat, there comes a time when your stomach becomes empty. Yes, these are the in-between moments of your day where you get carried away with things that you have to do. And there's really nothing wrong with going a few moments of your day on an empty stomach. But then, are you aware of the fact that there are some limitations to whatever you're engaging yourself in with your daily mustings? Number 9. Taking medications. Whenever you're taking medications, whether they're prescribed or bought over the counter, it's very important that you fully understand their dosage instructions. This is not just about its effectiveness, but it is also anchored on your safety. Now, there are medications that can be taken at any time, but there are also medications that cannot be taken when you have an empty stomach. An example of these medications are anti-inflammatories like aspirin and paracetamol. Then, there are also the heavy ones, which are selective antibiotics. For some medications, their effectiveness relies on the multiple physiological changes that take place when your body is digesting food. These physiological changes include increase in your blood flow, stimulation of bile secretion, adjustment in your body's pH, and improvement of your gut motility. All of these changes affect the absorption of the medicine into your system, making it more effective. And on the side of safety, having food in your stomach would reduce the risk of side effects. For example, when you take in medications for pain and inflammation or diabetes with food, reduces your risk of experiencing nausea and upset stomach. So the next time you take medications, make sure you understand and execute the required dosing information. Number 8. Indulging in caffeine. A lot of people may be doing this already and would say they're not experiencing any health issues. Health issues develop over time, so while you may be okay right now, it's very much possible that you would run into some issues later on. It's best to be conscious about these little things. Drinking coffee in the morning is the easiest pick-me-up because this liquid helps in giving you a good head start to conquer your day. And although you feel that you're getting a lot of benefits from this drink, it could pose as a health risk later on, especially to those who experience chronic stomach ulcer and heartburn. You should be extra cautious when you're drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Coffee drinkers would know that when you drink coffee on an empty stomach, there's a certain uncomfortable sensation that occurs. That's the caffeine's effect in your stomach, as it stimulates the production of acid. And with the stomach not having any proper food to digest, it ends up trying to digest itself. We're not trying to be morbid, but that's what's happening inside the body. As a result, people who have such chronic issues end up in a much worse condition. So when you think of drinking coffee alone, add a bread slice or a biscuit. Can you think of other food that can be paired with coffee in the morning? Let us know in the comments below. Number 7. Indulging in alcoholic beverages. Whether you're an occasional or an avid alcohol drinker, you should be taking this tip seriously. Alcoholic beverages have been thoroughly embraced in the world today. Some take it for merriment, and some take it when life has become overwhelming. And one thing you should always keep in mind once you decide to indulge in it is, make sure your stomach isn't empty, especially when you're planning on drinking more than one bottle or glass. This is why you notice some people get drunk fast, even though they've only had 2 to 3 drinks. It's all because when alcohol is the only thing in your stomach, it gets easily absorbed by your bloodstream, giving you that immediate buzz of hazy thoughts and uncoordinated movements. And as you continue to drink more, this is where your body reacts that it can no longer take it, so you end up vomiting it. And that's not even the worst part. When all is said and done and the morning comes, you'll wake up to a very splitting hangover. You don't really want to be in that situation where you've regretted what you've done the night before in the most uncomfortable way possible. Number 6. Going on long trips. The inevitable rush that comes with traveling is unavoidable. Even when you prepare things ahead of time, there are always those last-minute changes that you need to adapt to, and these unexpected plot twists could test you mentally and physically. When you travel, your body is in a different state because it's preparing to be in a state of movement and adjustment. With your body in a constant state of awareness, the best thing you can do for it is give it the appropriate fuel to get through the stress of going out and about. Apart from having enough energy supply, having the right food before traveling gives it enough immunity boost to ward off illnesses that you could catch along the way. Do you have a healthy pre-travel routine you'd like to share with us? We'd like to know all about it in the comments below. Number 5. Munching on gum. There are 2 main reasons that would make you chew gum. First is to keep your breath fresh, and second, as a harmless and mindless habit. You could be chewing gum for these 2 reasons, but if you decide to do it, make sure that you've eaten something. Chewing gum is indeed a harmless habit, but it could lead to some serious disorders if you do it on an empty stomach. You would ask, how can it affect my stomach when it doesn't even reach it? Remember that the first stage of digestion happens in your mouth as you chew. When you chew gum with an empty stomach, your stomach starts to release digestive acid, and when it has nothing to digest, you'll end up having gastric issues, which damages your stomach lining. Were you aware about this risk by simply chewing gum on an empty stomach? Continue watching till the end, because we've yet to reveal 4 more things you shouldn't be doing on an empty stomach. And if you're liking what you've seen so far, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Number 4. Going to bed. If you think that going to bed on an empty stomach will let you lose weight, you have been misinformed. Experiencing hunger pains at night will not give you the quality sleep that you need because of your elevated mental state. Getting enough sleep helps in increasing your metabolism, which makes you lose weight. On the contrary, it will make you eat more, as your body will try to acquire energy by trying to ingest more food. When you go to bed hungry, you're not giving your body the right means for it to build muscle. But don't misunderstand. This doesn't mean for you to binge eat before sleeping. It's more about eating enough healthy portions before bed to get your body through the night so you can get the exact amount of rest that you need. Number 3. Shopping for clothes. Everybody goes on sudden shopping sprees every once in a while. Whether it's to update your closet or buying a certain outfit for an event, experts are advising that you should have a snack or a light meal before doing so. Apparently, shopping with an empty stomach can give you the false pretense of a flat tummy. This means that you could end up buying clothes that you think would fit you properly, but actually don't. The next time you feel like buying skinny jeans, make sure that your stomach isn't empty to make sure they fit you anytime you wish to wear them. Number 2. Eating fruits from the citrus family. If you are one of those people who struggle with recurring GERD or acid reflux, take this as an important piece of advice. Fruits like orange, lemon, grapefruit, and lime are members of the citrus family that you should try to avoid eating on an empty stomach. You might wonder why, when they're very rich in vitamin C. Surely these fruits would do you more good than harm, right? Yes, these fruits are indeed rich in vitamin C, but such effectiveness is only achievable when you eat them later on in the day, after you've eaten a full meal, or when you're eating them with it. Citrus fruits are known to increase acid production, and as mentioned earlier, having too much digestive acid in your stomach without proper food can and will damage your stomach lining. Number 1. Making a serious and heavy decision. You're probably wondering about the correlation between an empty stomach and making decisions. Well, we're about to tell you that this connection is actually very important when you're in the process of critical thinking. Have you ever experienced that moment when food tastes really good when you're hungry? Then when you try and eat it again, you realize it's not actually that good? The same experience applies when you're trying to make a decision with an empty stomach. Doctors actually back this logic and will offer you the same advice. This all boils down to the condition that you are not in your proper mental state when you're hungry. Try to recall decisions you've made when you're hungry. Did you suddenly experience a pang of regret as you look back into those moments? We figured as much. Save yourself from the regret, and next time you're about to make a big decision, make sure you've had a full meal so you can dutifully say, "This decision has been made with a sound mind and body." We hope this video would help you in taking care of your body better. From the people of Cleverside, we always wish for you to stay well. Please do give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.